Welcome to Wise Wolf. My name is Kokil and I'm coming to you tonight under the full blue moon of May 2026, the second full moon of this month, which is why it gets the name, a rare one. May has given us two full moons this year, and this second one, the smaller of the two, sitting at its furthest point from the Earth in its orbit, rises tonight near Antares, the red supergiant star at the heart of Scorpius, a blood-red star beside a blue moon. If you go outside tonight and look south, you'll see it with your naked eye. Tonight, we're aiming at the most sophisticated communication network in the known universe, the one that is inside of you. It's running right now, and these days, for most of us, it is overworking. It is overwhelmed and overfunctioning. And most of us have no idea what it's really doing. So let's find out. Tonight's moon is the smallest full moon of 2026, a micromoon sitting near apogee, its furthest point from the Earth. Smaller, quieter, but still fully illuminated, and passing tonight within naked eye distance of Antares, one of the largest known stars, a red supergiant, so fast that if it replaced our sun, it would swallow Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Antares means anti-Eris, rival of Mars. The ancient sky watchers named it this because its red color, so similar to Mars's reddish yellow, could be mistaken for the planet. Two red lights in the southern sky, one of them a star 700 times the diameter of our sun, both visible to the naked eye on the same night as the blue moon. The northern hemisphere is approaching its peak of ecological productivity, and in the soil, a single teaspoon of healthy forest soil contains more living organisms than there are human beings on Earth. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, mites, billions of individual organisms in a volume that fits in a spoon, all communicating, competing, cooperating, and composing the conditions that make everything above them possible. The trees above the soil are now sharing carbon through the mycorrhizal network, actively transferring sugars from healthy trees to stressed ones. In one documented study, a beech tree under drought stress received measurable carbon transfers from neighboring trees via the fungal network within days of the stress beginning. The forest doesn't wait to be asked, it responds to need. In the ocean, whale song is traveling thousands of kilometers right now through what oceanographers call the SOFAR channel. The deep sound channel, a layer of water at roughly 700 to 1200 meter depth, where the physics of pressure and temperature create a natural acoustic waveguide. Sound injected into this channel can travel across the entire ocean basis. Humpback and blue whale vocalizations use this channel. The ocean has a nervous system and it runs on sound. Every ecosystem at every scale has a communication network. The soils is chemical, the forests is fungal, the oceans is acoustic, and the human body's, the nervous system, is all three simultaneously and more. The Vedic tradition doesn't have a word for nervous system in the modern physiological sense. What it has is prana, life force, and a map of how that life force moves through the body in 5 distinct currents. Prana, the upward and inward current associated with the chest and breath. Apana, the downward and outward current associated with elimination and grounding. Samana, the balancing current at the navel associated with digestion and integration. Udana, the upward current at the throat associated with expression. Vyana, the pervasive current that circulates through the entire body simultaneously. The tradition is describing in its own language the same distributed intelligence that modern neurology identifies in its autonomic nervous system, the network that runs every function you're not consciously controlling: your heart rate, your digestion, your immune response, your breath, which is the interesting case because it's the one function that is both autonomic and voluntary. You can breathe without thinking about it, and you also can choose to breathe differently, to control your breathing, and that choice reaches into the involuntary system and changes it. To understand nervousness and anxiety, we have to look behind the forehead and deep into the temporal lobe. There sits the amygdala, the brain's ancient alarm system. It doesn't speak in language or logic. It scans the environment for threats and fires instantly. When the amygdala sounds the alarm, it signals the hypothalamus or central command center, which instantly floods the bloodstream with cortisol and adrenaline. This triggers the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight reflex. The heart rate spikes, peripheral vision narrows into a hyper-focused stare, and the muscles compress. This is what we feel as anxiety, a physiological feedback loop where a tight, agitated body convinces the brain that a real danger exists, causing it to pump out even more stress signals. The rational mind, the prefrontal cortex, gets temporarily hijacked and sidelined. But we are given a built-in brake system. The vagus nerve, the longest nerve in the body running from brain stem through the heart, lungs and gut, is the physiological basis for what the Vedic tradition calls the pranayama kosha, the energy body sheath, the bridge between the physical body and the subtler layers of mind and awareness. Because anxiety is a physical, biological event, we cannot easily think our way out of it. We must use the body to signal safety back to the mind. When we deliberately slow our breathing, making the exhalation significantly longer than the inhalation, we mechanically alter the pressure around the heart. The brain recognizes the shift and instantly activates the vagus nerve. From the self, space arose. From space, air. From air, fire. From fire, water. From water, earth. From earth, plants. From plants, food. From food, the human body. The body is not separate from the elements it arose from. The water in the blood, the minerals in the bone, the electrical charge in the nervous system, these are the same materials as the ocean, the soil, the lightning. The nervous system doesn't end at the skin, it begins with the earth. An extraordinary thing about the nervous system is that its purpose at the deepest level is simplicity, not the elimination of complexity, but the resolution of it. The goal of all that extraordinary biological machinery is a state in which the body can be fully present. The vagus nerve is the return path. Every animal with a vertebral column has one. It's older than mammalian consciousness, older than the cortex, older than language. It runs from the ancient brainstem down through everything the body does automatically. And it is the primary mechanism by which safety is communicated to the entire system. When the vagus is active, the body knows it can rest. The mycorrhizal network beneath the forest does the same thing. It communicates conditions. When conditions are good, resources flow. When conditions are stressed, the network responds not with panic but with redistribution. The forest regulates itself through its network the way the body regulates itself through the vagus nerve. The non dual teaching here is precise. The nervous system that experiences separation, anxiety, and fragmentation is the same nervous system that, when regulated, experiences wholeness. Nothing needs to be added, nothing needs to be removed. The system just needs to be able to return to its baseline, and from there, everything else is possible. And that's all for tonight. Before you sleep tonight, try this. Breathe in for 4 counts, breathe out for 8. The longer exhalation activates the vagus nerve directly. Do it 3 times. Notice what changes. The next episode arrives on the new moon of June 14th. We go into perception itself, how nature uses light, color, and geometry to communicate, survive, and put on a show.